those spots an old castle completes with a ghost. But someone or other forgot to declare to Colonel Fazackerley that the spectre was there. On the very first evening, while waiting to dine, the Colonel was taking a fine sherry wine when the ghost, with a furious flash and a flare, shot out on the chimney and shivered, "Beware." Colonel Fazackerley put down his glass and said, "My dear fellow, that's really first class. I just can't conceive how you do it at all. I imagine you're going to a fancy dress ball." At this, the dread ghost made a withering cry, said the Colonel, his monocle firm in his eye. "I'll just have it the wit I wish I could think. Go sit down and tell me, and please have a drink." The ghost, in his phosphorus cloak, gave a roar and floated about between ceiling and floor. He walked through a wall and returned through a pane and backed up the chimney and came down again, said the Colonel. "Laughter, I'm feeling quite weak," as trickles of merriment ran down his cheek. "My housewarming party, I hope you won't spurn. You must say you'll come and you'll give us a turn." At this, the poor spectre, quite out of his wits, proceeded to shake himself almost to bits. He rattled his chains, and he clattered his bones, and he filled the whole castle with mumbles and moans. But Colonel Fazackerley, just as before, was simply delighted and called out, "Encore!" At which the ghost vanished, his efforts in vain, and never was seen at the castle again. "Oh dear, what a pity," said Colonel Fazackerley. "I don't know his name, so I can't call him back." And then, with a smile that was hard to define, Colonel Fazackerley went into bed.
The free bird leaps on the back of the wing and floats downstream to the current ends, and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, where the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on the dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on a grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, where the caged bird sings of freedom. Thank you.